From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Escapes the defender. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The Ravens at 9-1 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 56 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball has it knocked loose. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. In motion goes the tight end. On play action, McCarthy. And his throw here is incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's 2nd and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. He's to the 15. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, pardon,
Ball has it knocked loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Here's Hall again. Oh, look at the juke. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going. And we're seeing one right here.
And plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Allen fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. Dancing to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 97 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To the air with McCarthy. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Go! Mikey!
Now McCarthy. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. McCarthy is set to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 57 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Folk connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Red snap a night, fake drink, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, fresh, that's the new move. Boy, I'm from, you like to go.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's going to be third down and forever.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action with Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy.
And he completes it to Wilson. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is McCarthy.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 2 now, second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From a yard out. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a second and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Jackson now. Going deep for Walker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Henry again on second down. And he'll push forward for a cover to the 34. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
So that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Henry, 66 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42, Jets, 21.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. McCarthy operating from the gun. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree,
He doesn't drop many of those, but third down coming up.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
19 Tiger. 18
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 10.
Here's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. To the right side and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception instead of
fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
42, Jets 28.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
no surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 31 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Going for it, here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They'll start with a give to Henry. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jackson now off the bootleg.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Baltimore Raven. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Sit on! 180! You change it. Sit on!
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Hey, come on. Sit on! 180! Hey, sit on! 180! Hey, sit on! Sit on!
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nabi Matabeek. Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
And they will take a knee here.
Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! Sit hot!
And they take a knee.
Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!